Okay, guys, I wanted to come to you today because I wanted to provide you some information in regards to things that we may not typically be thinking about when we come here, when we're born. When we come to this dimension, we don't typically think of our lives as a straight path. We typically don't really think about how our life is going to go at all. We are born into a family, and we may have the awareness to be able to observe our family and observe ourselves, and sometimes yes, sometimes not. The reality of it is that life, for most of us, or for many of us, does not come with a guidebook or a GPS. Now, there are various spiritual texts or religious texts, however we can term that. Have the Bible, which is a great spiritual and religious book. You also have the Bhagavad Gita, which is more of a Hindu spiritual text. You also have the Quran, which is more of a Muslim, Islam text. And of course, all of these texts are great and wonderful, but most of us do not come with these texts ingrained in each and every step and decision that we're going to make, even from our childhood. We know through psychology and science that our family of origin has a huge impact in the way that we will initially view and see the world, which is why many of us as counselors and psychologists, we always ask, and if we have a client come in about their family of origin, what was their relationship like with their mother or their father? Because fundamentally, these things actually start to help you to shape your world and your view and how you're going to make choices and decisions later in your life. Now, regardless of the family that we've come from, or regardless of the family that it is that we have had or that we grew up with, that does not necessarily dictate how our path will go. Because there comes a point to where there is a level of accountability, and that accountability is to yourself. And so I'm sharing with you all of this to say that it is important to know that you have the absolute right, your birthright, to decide what path is for you in life. And honestly, they all lead you to the same place, which is what I think makes life so beautiful and so wonderful. In understanding that that place is truly within you. But we don't come here knowing that. We don't come knowing the powers of the universe, how powerful we are. We don't come understanding how there are certain things in regards to choices, intentions, and how those things actually materialize the same way they have been set out in the religious and or spiritual texts that we either strive to acquire and or learn and or master. So the code then is to be able to understand, number one, your path. And of course, a lot of that is orchestrated on a scientific level, which is why you have the astrologers who can say, okay, you were born on this date, this field is going to be probably better for you than that one. But beyond that, there is also your own personal design of mastery. We don't come into our families thinking about that. We as children, we grow up and we think, oh, when I grow up, I want to be a doctor or I want to be a teacher. Now, honestly, a lot of that does have to do with you being able to master certain parts of your life. But many times we don't necessarily think of it in that way because it's a little more out there. It's things that we have to acquire. And honestly, there's nothing really to acquire because all of what you will ever be, you already came to this planet with. I think it's disheartening or displeasing to be able to find ourselves trying to be something that we already are, which is honestly what we're really truly trying to master, is the whole of ourselves. And once we come to realization of that truth, we are more in alignment with the source. Whether you want to call it the universe, whether you want to call it God, whatever, that space is within you. Now, I'm going to tell you a short story in regards to kind of something that happened to me when I was a young child. Well, actually, I wasn't a young child. I was probably in my 20s. I used to have, honestly, very, very deep thoughts as a child about the world, about God, about all these things that people don't ask. And it's like, why are you asking these questions? Well, because I just wonder, you know what I'm saying? Just wonder. But I remember that, of course, there was one particular day. At this point in time, I was following a Christian path, had went to service and come back home. And I recall having a very, very high intensity of level and energy from this particular service. And even as I speak, that energy comes back now. I went and there was something, intuition, Holy Spirit, whatever you want to call it, sacred spirit, said to me, go look into the mirror. So I did. When I looked into the mirror, I saw something so great and so vast in my eyes. I was like, whoa. It wasn't actually the physical person that you're looking at this point. It was the spirit of myself that was so vast. I was like, wow. I mean, in a sense, it almost scared me because I was like, whatever that is, which was the spirit within me, it was so intelligent and so sophisticated. It was almost in a spiritual dimension that was within me. And I knew then that there was something way beyond, something way more spiritual and deep into who I am and who I'm not. So I'm sharing all that with you to say, I've had my own personal experiences with understanding that there was far more to who we are than who we really think we are. This is why there's times when I can have an experience and I can ask myself a question, just randomly asking myself a question like, I wonder where I put my keys. And somehow my foot will touch or step on them keys if I had dropped them on the floor. Meaning I'm not consciously aware of where I put my keys, but the intelligence and that divine power that is within me knows everything. And so I've tested this recently. And of course, I've asked just questions in general to God and to the universe to be able to retrieve some of those answers of things that it is that I consciously don't know. And every single time I asked a question with the intent of getting the answer back from the source, it's almost instantaneous. So this is just to kind of say that energy is truly real. The spiritual realm is truly real. And honestly, it's not anything that no one or one person can do or cannot do. We all have this capability. We just don't necessarily always know it. And we have to learn how to operate within the actual sphere of this energy and this level of spiritual awareness. And so that is our 10 minutes of getting to know more about who you truly are. And of course, you are the power each and every time. We come here as the power. We will leave here as the power. We have the power to master that which is in our destinies. See you next time. Thank you.